With me now, CNN special correspondent Jamie Gangel and Joel Payne, former senior aide to Hillary for America. Welcome, welcome. The day has come.
Finally.
Finally. So we've seen the video that he rolled out this morning, and unlike a lot of his 2020 rivals, I mean, he's like taking it right to Trump out of the gate. What did you think of that?
He's running in the general already. First two words, Charlottesville, Virginia. This is not about universal health care or college, paying for college or taxes. He is going after one thing, and that is Donald Trump. And he is saying, I'm the guy who can beat him. I thought that video was very compelling. He had a good first day. A lot of Democrats are concerned, is he too old? Is he not disciplined? So we have to see about days 2, 3, 4, and 5. But I think he had a very good day 1.
To you, sir, you've gotten quite a bit of buzz for this woke litmus test.
Woke litmus test, that's right.
A lot of, white guys running for president. Tell me what the woke litmus test is, and would Joe Biden pass?
Well, look, and this is the former vice president is just the latest candidate the non-ethnic minority male candidates are having to deal with, right? There is an expectation now among Democratic primary-based voters that you understand how to speak the language of progressives and of minorities, particularly of ethnic minorities that have felt disenfranchised over time. And I think that there's a litmus test that all of these male non-ethnic minority candidates have to pass. They have to be able to understand what matters in the community and understand how to speak the language.
How can they prove that fluency? How can they prove they're woke to win?
Well, I think we've seen examples already. We've seen Joe Biden talk about understanding how he erred in the Anita Hill hearings back in 1991. We've talked about his comments back in 1975 about school busing, recanting on those. We've heard Pete Buttigieg.
Have you gotten enough? I mean, because you know that they're going to come after him on all of that. They're going to say he has not done enough.
But not just him, all of the candidates, right? We've heard actually all of the male candidates pledge to put a woman on the ticket, essentially, which is an important point to consider as well.
Yeah. So I never thought I would say the word woke on TV and my kids are going to be dying. But I will say, I think, in addition to that, there is really only one thing that is woke that matters to Democrats, and that is who's going to beat Donald Trump at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I agree, and I think also Democrats felt like, and look, I worked for Hillary Clinton, they felt like 4 years ago they had a candidate that did not maybe carry the hearts and minds of all Democratic voters. They want to make sure that they have a candidate now that can really can't carry the progressive mantle forward. I think what's interesting about Joe Biden is the frame is Biden versus Trump.
Right.
Don't forget the Biden versus Sanders frame, which I think may be even more important, particularly in the here and now. A lot of anxious Democrats are concerned that Bernie Sanders could walk to the nomination. Biden's arrival in the race is the last great hope for a lot of establishment Democrats who want someone who's going to go up the middle.
So this is the tension between primaries and general.
Absolutely.
I want to ask you about, so we know that Biden, his first live interview will be on The View. It will be on The View tomorrow, where he had that emotional exchange with Meghan McCain last fall, as she talked about, at the time, the brain cancer fight that her father was in the thick of battling, and about Beau Biden, Biden's son, who passed away. So watch this clip.
One of the things that gave Beau courage, my word, was John. Your dad, you may remember when you were a little kid, your dad took care of my Beau. Your dad, when he was a mill aide, worked with me, became friends with Beau. And Beau talked about your dad's courage, not about illness, but about his courage.
Just want to reach through the screen and squeeze Meghan McCain and just everything and her. But what do you make of that clip, and what moment they could have tomorrow?
That is Joe Biden at his best. That is someone who is authentic. It's the reason he connects with people. It's the reason that he can do what some of these other Democrats may not be able to do, which is, where is he going to be living the next couple of days? He's going to be in Pennsylvania. This is about Donald Trump won Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin by less than 1% of the vote. When you see him there, what his supporters think is that's the Joe Biden that can get some of those Trump voters back.
I agree. That is the best of Biden. I would also say strategically, going on The View appealing to female voters,
Right.
appealing to kind of voters in the middle of the country. Also, let's pay attention to his rollout this week. He pushed it back one day to avoid conflicting with the She the People conference, which was a big women's political gathering on Wednesday. He pushed it back a day. He also made news here at CNN by stealing one of your big high-profile
he
talents,
did.
and Simone
Simone.
Sanders.
He did. We love
And
you,
which,
Simone,
which
but-
by the way, I think might have been the biggest news of the day, bigger than Coons, Casey, and Carol Moseley Braun endorsing him, or the firefighters union, because that's where he's weak at. He's not weak with people in the middle of the country. He's weak with progressives and with the ethnic minorities. That's why he made such a high-profile investment in someone like Simone Sanders as well.
Right.
Quickly, you loved what moment from the pizzeria?
Oh, well, I think we have the footage here. The aviators are back. And if you watch Joe Biden campaigning today, you will see, there they are. There are the aviators. And he loves this. He is having fun. This is not heavy lifting for Joe Biden. This comes naturally to him.
One really, really quick thing.
Yeah.
He is running an incumbency campaign. I'm not sure if that's going to work. I don't know if Democratic primary voters want an over-the-top inevitability campaign. That's what he's running. We'll see if that bet pays off.
Joel and Jamie, thank you so much.